the rotation, and then the images after the reflection. Does that sound, the coordinates? Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
So after you have these, remember you're only going to graph these two triangles on that coordinate plane page. We're not going to graph this because we're not done with our transformations. So use this column here and plot those points to move that yield sign to a different location on the grid. It'll show up where it's supposed to. You'll see. Did you guys graph them?
Yeah.
You did graph them?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't it working? Oh, did I break it?
No. It's just fussy. Okay. So now what you should have on your paper are these two images, right? That's what you should have on your coordinate plane.
Wait,
Addison, you try to sharpen it now. Okay, I'd like for you guys to try number 4 by yourself. So, number 4 asks you to reflect the image from quadrant 2, which is a stop sign, it's an octagon, over the y-axis. So what will the algebraic representation be? Look on the pink cheat sheet. What is it? It starts out over the y, we're reflecting over the y-axis.
so the X changes.
So what's it going to be? xy turns into opposite xy, right? So that negative sign actually just means if it's positive, make it negative. If it's negative, make it positive. Okay?
Wait, would you be able to put like this up on there so we can see it?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
So y stays the same, right?
I'm sorry?
Y stays the same?
Yep. Y stays the same. Here, I'll zoom in on this for you.
Which one of these for? I don't know.
Right? So it's starting in quadrant 2. You're going to reflect it over the y-axis. So we're going to write down all of our ordered pairs. And then we're going to do the algebraic transformation, which we just decided was opposite xy, which is also on the pink cheat sheet.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so I don't know. Use your paper then. I don't. Guys, then count the lines. Count the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Backwards. -1, -2, -3. Like there's not a hidden secret message there. It's just the lines. Just count them. Okay, so your original ordered pairs should be like this. Something like this. Maybe not the exact order I did it, but these should be the pre-image coordinates.
What? Wait, how is it? 8, -4, 8, -7, 6, -9, 3, -9.
I don't know, because it's in the, okay, these are the pre-image coordinates.
Yes.
So the first digit has to be negative because every x value is in the negatives. You do x and then y. Then opposite x, y. So what's the opposite of -2?
Positive.
I've said it a few times. It doesn't mean negative. It means opposite of.
Alright. It's gonna be positive too. So what if you got negative? And then it'd be like 2, 3. Positives. 4, what needs to be positive?
Again, the negative symbol does not mean negative. It means opposite of. It's like you're multiplying it times -1, which would completely change it to be the opposite value on the number line. Right? Opposite. And you getting all that written down?
Yeah.
How about you put your phone up on my counter? Thanks.
Just 2.
Yep. Yes. Okay, so your image coordinates would look like this. Again, yours might not be in the same order as mine, but these are the coordinates you should have. And you should go around the figure so you can just plot them and connect them as you go. So once you have these, go ahead onto the coordinate plane and graph it. Over then up. X is forward, backward. That's what you do first. Y is up or down. That's what you do second.
Wait, are we supposed to do number 2?
We're just working on number 4 right now, and you're graphing it. That's where we are.
Oh, that one doesn't work here.
What?
Aiden, did you bring me your form today?
No.
So you're not going? Okay. Are you going to be at school that day?
No.
I genuinely don't care either way. I just need to know if I need to have a place for you to go that day, since we will all be gone.
No, probably not.
Okay. Okay, so now your coordinate plane should look something like this. Right? We are transforming these pre-images to different spots on the coordinate plane.
Mrs. Marsh.
Yep.
The people who aren't going to DC, what do we do like during the day?
Stuff.
Like, are we gonna learn and
No.
stuff?
Wow.
I mean, we're going to have you guys doing things, but it's not going to be content related because half the grade is gone.
Do
So
you think we can?
Maggie, just don't lose.
They're in DC having fun. We can have fun.
we're going on a field trip.
That's not fun.
Wait, how many school days are we
That's
gonna
what
do?
we're doing.
In my natural habitat.
What?
How many school days are we gonna provide?
3. Well, we'd be here Wednesday, Friday, field trips Thursday. So 2 school days, 1 field trip day.
Do you know what time DC leaves on Wednesday?
I don't know a thing about DC.
No.
I know nothing.
Okay.
Okay,
I mean, I'm not going.
let's move on to the last one. So we're back to number 2 in our packet. We've got the image from quadrant 4. It's either like an exit sign, like people are going to be exiting, or it can be a merge sign if you have it this way. People are merging, right? It can be used a lot of different ways. So we have a rectangle on the outside and a Y shape on the inside. And we're going to rotate it 100 degrees counterclockwise. So what that looks like, we start out with XY, opposite X, opposite Y is what we do to each coordinate. So go ahead and write down the coordinates. I would suggest starting, like on the outside and going around for the rectangle. Those 4 points, draw a squiggle, and then pick a point here and go around on the outside for the Y shape, backwards Y shape, so that when you plot them, they connect easier. I'll leave this up here so you guys can use this. Yep. Yeah, there is supposed to be an extra line at the bottom. So go ahead and cross off that last row. It also says the number 2 next to it. Once you have those, go ahead and graph them. Okay, so your final quadrant coordinate plane should look like this, right? So you should have all four of them have now shifted locations, rotated, reflected, right? All into different spaces. Does anybody have questions about this process? When you're done, go ahead and turn to the last page. This is Mrs. Marsh. Sure. Bye. Bye, Rachel.
My mom just dropped something off at the front desk.
Gotta wait till they call me. Sorry.
She dropped off 4 minutes ago. I don't know why they haven't emailed me.
Well, honestly, they might have, but I'm making a video right now.
Well, they didn't email me that I had something there at the door.
But
Yeah. Okay, if we take a look at number 5, it says, explain why each of the road signs is congruent to the pre-image of the shape of the original coordinate plane. So who can tell me why these shapes are considered congruent? So you have to know what congruent means. Why are they congruent? So reach way back into the depths of like your 4th and 5th grade math when we're talking about similar and congruent shapes. What makes shapes similar? What makes them congruent?
different.
You could Google it. Y'all have a computer in your hands at all times.
In agreement or
Congruent?
Bro, I looked it up.
Bro, that's not math. Like, congruent.
Come on, bro.
Congruent shapes.
Doesn't it mean like the opposite?
Shut up. If it is possible, can I post one of them on the other?
Excuse
so that
you.
She just said shut up. They do coincide.
They're outlined.
She just said a potty.
They're
word.
what?
I'm gonna go. It's like it's two shapes
Yeah,
that are
but
the same size and the same shape.
Same size, same shape.
I didn't like
That's what I said.
That is not what you said. You used the word different.
I said same thing.
Sizes and shapes.
I'm looking for same size, same shape. We did not dilate the figures, right?
Not too nice.
They are the same size and same shape, right? We didn't change the actual size of anything. We didn't change the actual shapes. We just moved them. So that's why they are considered congruent. So now we're going to move on to number 6, where we're going to dilate the stop sign. So we're going to look back at our original stop sign right here. We're going to take these ordered pairs and we're going to dilate them by a scale factor of 1/2. So look on your pink cheat sheet and tell me, what do we do when we are dilating figures? What's the math that we do? We multiply by the scale factor, right? So if our scale factor is 1/2, are we increasing or decreasing the size? we're decreasing, right? Remember those potions? People would drink the potions and they would shrink or grow, okay? So what you need to do first is figure out the, let me see here, cover some things up. The pre-image coordinates. So go ahead and copy those down because I don't want anybody to be confused when it comes time to dilate them. So that is where the stop sign originally started, in quadrant 2. And then multiplying something by 1/2 is like taking 1/2 of it, right? Same as dividing by 2. So what would my image coordinate be for this first one if I'm just dividing each of these numbers by 2?
2.
-2, +4, right? Now some of these are not even values, so we're going to have halves as part of the image coordinate. So what would the next image coordinate be?
-0.53.
Yep, -0.53. So when you plot these, you're going to have to estimate where they would go on the coordinate plane. There are no halves on these coordinate planes, so you have to estimate. So my next one would be -0.5, +1.5. So then the rest of them should look like this. And then go ahead and plot them on that page, the coordinate plane on that page. You're going to have a teeny tiny little stop sign.
Where'd you put the ducks last night?
They just took them out the front door, like door by where the buses are, and they took them to the pond over there by the bus barn, like where the bus transportation building is. There's a big pond.
Did they get in the pond?
They sure did.
Did they waddle on it?
I did watch the video actually.
The video doesn't have them getting all the way to the pond, but they did make it to the pond.
Yeah, it does have, the video that I watched has it being all the way to the
This
end.
number has a.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I'm talking about my TikTok.
Yeah, I saw your TikTok.
She has a full video.
Where is it? Like, where'd you find the video?
Mine is only like 10 seconds long.
No way, just making a stop sign.
Posted it on your TikTok?
Yeah,
I don't know if I watched it. I don't know if it was actually.
it was just the ducks being let out. It was probably me. Did you like the video?
I don't know.
You should.
I can check.
It's a good video.
Can I check?
I think I might have to go look at it right now.
I might have to check. Sometimes I just make stupid videos. My mic's really loud.
Okay, so your teeny tiny little stop sign should look like this. The teeny tiny little stop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what mine looks like.
Teeny tiny.
Except for it's kind of not as like a teaser.
Then it's a stop sign.
I mean, it's not going to be super accurate because we had to estimate.
My stop sign has a little point. A little point.
It kind of just looks like a circle.
Do we have all of these ordered pairs?
Yeah.
No one.
When? Last night.
I don't think
What? When I saw it, it was 52 minutes.
I did see it, but I didn't know you posted it.
You didn't know I was that capable of making an awesome TikTok? Is that what you mean?
No, those are my followers, and like one time I just skipped them.
That's okay. Listen, cute ducks with fun noise sounds are not for everybody.
I don't know. I usually just skip through them. I only look at those TikToks and everything.
What?
That's fair. Okay. So question 7 says the new stop sign is similar. Why is it considered similar?
It's the same shape.
It's
It's the
Same shape, different size. What is exactly the answer? Same shape, different size.
shape.
Let me see how many. Oh, I'm getting up there with the views, guys. I'm gonna be able to quit my job soon.
How many views
How many do you have?
1,680 views.
Oh my goodness, that is literally so much more. You want to quit your job?
No, I'm joking. Like,
I know, you want to give me
How many followers do you have?
how many followers? I have 139. No, 122. I'm following 139 people.
That's a lot of followers.
Wait.
122.
Follow.
I mean, mostly just like cute farms and dog videos.
Dog.
Listen, there's a lot of cuteness happening with some of these like baby goat videos.
Oh, like, have you seen that one video where like this like cow like scares the fainting goats and the goat like falls?
Yes, I have seen that because it was
That was my favorite.
sent to my phone.
video.
Okay, number 8. Number 8 says, in question 3, a combination of transformations was performed. If the order had been reversed, if we had reflected and then rotated, would this sign still be transformed to the same place?
No.
Well, here's the thing. It would be in the same place, it would just be facing a different direction. So
Same place, different direction.
we started here, and remember we rotated 90 and then we reflected. So the point was going this way. But if we reflect and then rotate, the point's going to be going the opposite way. Okay? Does everybody, can you like visualize that happening?
Yeah.
I feel like I should like cut out a piece of paper and like show you what I mean by it.
Yeah.
Should I? Maybe?
Yeah, you should.
Okay. Hold
It's fun, you don't matter. When are we getting new books? When are we getting yellow?
SLT.
Oh, today?
on. Yeah, they were delivered late yesterday, so I didn't hand any out.
What if I have? Can we
They delivered. They're in her room now.
You know I Can we get a pet rat? Mrs. Mars, can we get a classroom pet?
No.
Why not?
Classroom pets are a lot of work.
They're what?
Okay, please stop barking. Please stop making pet noises. Please stop with all the noises. Okay, so take a look up here. Take a look up here, please. Guys, up at the screen. So the first time around, we rotated 90 degrees, and then we reflected, right? So what they're saying is, if we reflect and then rotate, it's going to be going in the opposite direction. The point is going to be over here instead of that way. Can you see that now? Okay. So our answer is, it would still be in quadrant 3, but the point would be going in the opposite direction.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Fill out a pass. Okay, so that's going to be the